Hello everybody, welcome to Bofuri episode 11, penultimate episode, anime review. For this episode, we had the big fights. We had one big fight and then the second big fight kicked off. It looks like that's what this episode itself was big fights. A lot of big fights. So much so that I don't have too much to talk about really, because plot-wise, it was just fight A, fight B. With fight B obviously not finishing, and we'll get more on that at the end. I guess next week, the finale, which is pretty much what I expected. But no, it was good. But while there was a lot of fights, and obviously it is to be expected with everything going on, the animation quality didn't seem quite as good. Not terrible, I should stress that. It wasn't like it was utterly abysmal, but it doesn't seem as good as it has been. But I'm with everything going on, that's the least of our concerns. But I have to point it out. But yeah, let's jump into the episode and see what went down and everything. Let's do this. We pick up right where we left off with the 3v3 fight between the Flame Emperors and Maple Tree. Maple, essentially, we found a weakness of hers and her angel move is knockback. She can be knocked back even if the other people are hurt. So, that's a pretty big weakness. Mai and Yui get out of trouble. Maple's going to solo these three, and to put it incredibly bluntly, she does. At one point, more Flame Emperors show up, and she forces her to use her. Nope, that's later on. Never mind. They get Spirit Cannoned. There's a Mii uses what's it called? It's called Flame Prison, and it's literally a prison of flames. It's pretty cool. Maple. It reminds me of that scene at the end of One Punch Man season 1. Right. This is a really weird comparison, but I'm going to do it. Where it looks like it's an even fight, but then Maple reveals her true power, and it's not even a fight. Like the very end of season 1, when the alien dude is like, "You were holding back. I never stood a chance." It's like that. It's sort of. Is that a weird comparison? I think that's pretty fair. Look at it. But yeah, then Maple obliterates everything with her mech suit. Mii manages to survive with some buffs and some shielding from the others. So she's like, "I'm gonna use self-destruct," and she does. She explodes Maple. Oh no, Maple's been defeated. Just kidding. She's fine. Maple is unstoppable. Well, we'll find out a bit later on. She's perfectly stoppable. But for right now, she's unstoppable. Their orb isn't there anymore, though. Unfortunately, I guess someone did. I forget who it was. Shin. It was Shin, wasn't it? Yeah, he took it during the commotion, basically to protect it. So they did that. And then at the end, Maple and that go to fight some other thing, get some orbs. Mii, after being revived, finds out she survived and she gets all upset and starts crying and angrily runs. She's pretty funny. I like Mii. She's alright. But yeah, go on the Maple Tree. You did it. You defeated the Flame Emperors. Just with Maple. The others didn't do anything, really. Syrup helped with his Spirit Cannon explosion. The Spirit Cannon, I remember, it reflected the fire onto the enemy. It was pretty cool, to be completely honest. But anyway, let's get to the final confrontation. Well, there's a little bit before then. Final confrontation. So all of Maple Tree meets up. We learn that they are in 10th place, which is not bad, but considering their size and everything. Also, there's a scene, I don't remember whereabouts it is exactly, where the people that have been eliminated are like, "Go on, Maple Tree, you got this." They're rooting for him, and that's good. They split up into teams. We get a little montage of them defending and attacking. We see Iz and Kanade do some sick teamwork. It's pretty cool. There's a illusion bomb, and then there's some magic. It was good. Maple's team airdrops in. We don't get to see that fight, but they airdropped in, and that was pretty fun. And then the planning session, right? The medium guilds are running out, so Holy Sword are going to come. This is all during this. Sally, being the genius she is, explains everything. Holy Sword are going to come, so we need to take the orb and run before they all get here because there's so many numbers. However, they're already here. They sent the 4 top players, and don't ask me to name all of them. There was Pain, Frederica, and the other 2. I'm sorry. I'm trying. But yeah, they all show up, and there's a big old group fight where they split off. Where it'll be 2 people fighting one of the Holy Sword, and it was good. They're split up and fighting. It was good. Obviously, Maple is fighting Pain because that's the fight everyone wants. He can actually attack her, which is the concerning thing. They have to actually turn off the heavenly healing, whatever it was called. I've forgotten what it was called. the angel mode, the angel protection, because they're all taking damage and it's all going to Maple. That's she's gonna die eventually. And yeah, it looks like they're gonna lose, which is not good. Episode ends with Pain getting a really strong final attack in on Maple, and everyone's like, "Oh no, Maple, that's not good." But yeah, it's nice to see someone, finally able to take a swing at Maple. Honestly, we got this fight. This was the end of the episode. The episode's going to continue into next week. This fight. I think they might lose. I've got just this feeling Maple Tree could end up losing. They're either going to lose, or potentially it'll be a draw. Although saying that, she's used her mech suit. She hasn't used the demon form yet, so maybe they'll use that, and that'll be like the odds evened. Maybe. That's probably what they're going to do. Or maybe she'll have to use all her forms and alternate. I have no idea. It's going to be good. I'm enjoying. You know what? Bofuri. Really glad I watched it. It's been good. It's been good. It's been refreshing. It's been kind of nice to watch. I like big fan. Will it get a second season? I know we've got next week's episode, but I'll do it now because this has been quite short because there's not been too much to talk about. I'm not sure. Doesn't seem like it would, but I wouldn't be against it. So, yeah, Bofuri, you get a thumbs up from me. I'll probably do this again next week when it's the proper end and I go over it. All in all, this episode, it was good. The fights were good. Is essentially all I can really say about it. I enjoyed it. I liked the teamwork and other good stuff. Anyway, I'll wrap this up here. Sorry if this is a bit short, but, do what I can. Thank you, everybody, for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out immensely in these trying times. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Leave that in, it's fine. And bye, guys.